This week I plan to go to about 2 or 3 CEX'S. That rapidly changed, for good and bad. You'll see what I mean. Welcome to PS Too Many Games.
He has too many games.
Welcome guys to PS Too Many Games, the channel that should make some really easy decisions. Decision 1. I should really just buy some IKEA shelves to make it easy on myself. I mean, it's holding up alright, but yeah, I should get some IKEA shelves.
Oh, something is definitely wrong with this hallway.
Come on in! It's your master bedroom!
I mean, you're supposed to make life easy, and sometimes you just make it harder by yourself because you're like, I can build this, I can build that. And to be honest, yeah, that's pretty good. But there's always that one shelf. That one shelf. Just, you fuck up. Anyway, let's get back on track. So, I actually went away for a week holiday, mini holiday, week to the Midlands. Watched a lot of cricket, bit of horse racing, genuinely enjoyed myself. Went to Silverstone. Silverstone Museum was actually fantastic. I would recommend it. Expensive to get in, but if you like motor racing, it's definitely worth a visit. Just going to recommend that right now. Anyway, back on track. Back on track. As I said, back on track. I thought I hit up a few CEX'S while in the Midlands because there's quite a few of them. When I meant a few, I thought maybe 2 or 3. We hit 10. by we I mean me obviously, I hit 10 CEX's inside 5 days. I have issues.
What an idiot!
So you asked the question, Alan, did you plan to do that? No, not at all. But they just kept turning up in like local places. So before we go any further, I'm at the list of the CEX's I hit up in the last 5 or 6 days. Today is Corby, but like Corby. So Corby, Kettering, Wellingborough, both Northampton stores, Bedford. Then this is where it gets a bit strange. Burton-on-Trent, which is north, reasonably northwest. Then Banbury, Rugby, and then Newmarket. So if you do the mathematics, obviously Corby 1, Kettering 2, Wellingborough 3, Northampton 4 and 5, Bedford 6, Banbury 7, Rugby 8, Burton-on-Trent 9, and Newmarket 10. 10 stores to hit up. Now I know what you're thinking, this guy must be made of money. No, I just made drastically reckless decisions. So my, yeah, it's been a painful week for my bank account. But we're now getting to that point where the collection, if I don't do this, hit these certain places, I get certain games that I haven't found yet, I might miss them for like months. And to be fair, we got quite a few games out of this, so it was worth the effort, but it's like, we're now getting to that point where it's like, you're probably going to start seeing more CX roulettes in the future, because some of these games just get one by one, keep the tally going. But yeah, to be honest, how can I put this? If you remember like last month, Oxford Gamer Market, I picked up 28 games. I roughly got the same amount of games from 10 CEX's. That's how hard it's becoming. So to be honest, my first route for getting games now will probably be Gaming Markets itself. We'll not be going to London now. That room is too small for how many people are in that building. And the BO is fucking horrendous.
Frank, it's so sweet of you to be concerned about me. It's really wrong about things in public.
To be fair, I would like to go to like some of these like events, like 2 or 3 day events for gaming, but due to work and other things, I just can't. I just ain't got time. Gaming Markets one day, I can do that kind of stuff, but you know what I mean? It's life. Obviously, the last episode, if it sounded a bit low key in the Lincoln episode, is because I was in someone else's property. We rented out for a week. It was made of wood. There was a cow literally in the field next door to me. I had some interesting time with cows that week. I'll probably spice some videos in there explaining my cow issues. But I enjoyed the hell out of it, but it felt so weird filming in a different location for like an episode. And I didn't want to leave Lincoln too long because it's been nearly a month since Lincoln. So yeah. Lincoln store was alright, it's just that one of the games I really wanted they didn't have. And I'm now fully believed that they just sold. By the way, the game that I couldn't get in Lincoln was, I can't pronounce this, Lucinda Green's Equestrian Challenge. So it's worth about 253 quid. It is incredibly hard to find because no one kept it because it was such a shit game. To the point that some of my fellow YouTubers who I speak to in like Discord chats, they hadn't seen it either. So if anyone who watches this ever sees Lucinda Green's Equestrian Challenge or knows someone who owns a copy of Lucinda Green's Equestrian Challenge, hit me up. Because you'd be surprised the horse equestrian games are some of the hardest to find. I shit you not. But by far the funniest thing that happened to me in the week, because obviously we lived on a farm. It was a woodchuck on a farm. It was very nice. But one night I was just minding my own business and I realised that the building was surrounded by cows. And I'll spice it in a second. So I went to look outside for a second and yeah, I'm under house arrest. Any advice for dealing with cows? Anyone? Anyone at all? No word of a lie. I had opened the door, had a stare down with this cow for 20 seconds. I was literally about 4 or 5 feet away from this cow. Now, anyone who's ever dealt with cows? They look like there is... No, cows... Do not fuck with cows. Cows will hurt you. Cows will not only hurt you, they are strong creatures. So luckily I want to stare down. Do you know how I want to stare down? Stare down, assert dominance. T-pose. T-pose. You want some of this, cow? Oh. I can't mock it, it worked. Anyway, so there's going to be a lot of CEX episodes coming in the next 2 to 3 months. Anyway, today's Corby. Corby was a shockingly how can I describe this? Corby is a... I like Corby the town as it is, but it's nothing special. If you go in a town centre where the shops are, it seems a little bit rough, but the rest of the town actually seems quite nice. They've got a massive pothole issue in Corby. Every road had a significant amount of potholes in it, and I was dodging holes all week. But besides that, I actually did like Corby. It served the purpose, and its purpose was staying near it. I mean, the store was pretty decent. It's not brilliant, but not bad. It's like average. You know, sometimes you go to CEX and there's that one person trading in like 900 DVDs. There was 2 people next to me trading in, roughly I calculated, I did the mathematics, but 99 DVDs. They got back a scintillating £5. It's just not worth it, is it, guys? I mean, if you... I know some people are super desperate, but 39 DVDs for a £5? What's the fucking point? You might as well take the voucher. But you know, sometimes you look at that, it's like, you try to work out what some people think, and it's impossible. And I know financially, we've all had issues sometimes with finance, we just haven't got it. But I've never been that desperate, so maybe I should count myself lucky. Anyway, we're going to throw a commercial in here. Come back, we'll go through the games I picked from Corby. Not exactly what I would call thrillers, but they are games I needed and games I was happy to pick up. See you on the other side.
Who's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu! Pikachu!
Is this the one? I know I should have done the piles. I'll sort out in a second. Oh, we're back. You know, I'm just going to leave that fucker in. You know. So, for those who want a little in-depth inside, there are literally there's 2 floating shelves behind me, nothing on them. I literally have 9 different piles of games with receipts for where I've got them from, so I can roughly work out what I bought from. Because usually I have like 2 or 3 stores, I can work it out. When you got 10 stores, it's hard. So I kept every receipt. Just sometimes you gotta plan ahead, and we don't do that here often. Sad but true. So we'll go through the 4 games anyway. If I was going to tell you that they were not thrilling, that would be truthful, because I got 4 games. They were, how can I put this? Never heard of any of these 4 games. None of them were actually terribly expensive, but we're now getting to that point where if it's still, just get it, buy it now, because sometimes you go to a shop and you get nothing, and it's a pisser. Anyway, game number 1, Outlaw Tennis. At what point does tennis get so dangerous that it gets outlawed? Because let's be honest about it, it is hitting it fucking back and forth. It's one of the most boring games of one of the most boring sports to watch live. No, seriously. Okay, I'm gonna put this. So, tennis is one of those sports that I just don't get. I don't understand why it's such an appealing sport, because they are literally just hitting it back and forth. Football I get. I'm a cricket fan, I get that. Golf. Watching it on television, playing golf is fantastic. Watching it can get a bit tedious, like with tennis. But there's certain sports like football, cricket, and people find cricket's boring, Adam. Yeah, well, some people like cricket. Okay, random person. I'm sorry, I'll just back away. No, just go with it. Just go with it. Yeah, motor racing. I enjoy watching. Sometimes Formula 1's gotten really bad lately because Max Verstappen's just dominating it and it's just ruined it. Athletics, fun to watch because it's short bursts. For any American fans out there, the American sports are different because you obviously quarters. You have things in quarters, so American sports are different to all world sports because American sports is like short bursts of energy that take a break. American football, they run about every time it's like 10 seconds and they get like a half a minute to set up another formation. It's like start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. It's like no, ebb and flow. Some sports are like. People say, well, cricket, they ball 6 balls an hour. Well, you fuck off, random person. I'm sorry, okay. It's like we all like different things. Anyway, Outlaw Tennis. I'm sure it's a decent game. Not for me. Purely for the collection. Paid £3.50. Probably want to play it. Happy to have it though. Jesus Christ, that was just game 1. Game number 2, Hardware Online Arena. Obviously, this is one of those games that was built around the online aspect, so I don't think you can play this anymore. This also, you could use the headset, so this basically felt like a very early version of like Call of Duty, just not as good, not as knowledgeable, and probably to this day, probably sucks. If anyone's ever played Hardware Online Arena, actually online, please give me an opinion how you felt it was, because I get the sense, obviously, I'll never be able to play this game, because I don't think there's much PS2 online activity out there, but I'm sure if I looked, I probably could find some. But you never know. Anyway, near the collections, I hope we have it. Three, 2, 1. Game number 3, and the most expensive game from Corby, and it's a bit embarrassing that this is more expensive than the other 2 games have been. Board Game Gallery. It's one of those board games where you can play like drafts, chess, that kind of stuff. I imagine it was cheap back in the day, but it's like £4 for this today. I question the motives. Obviously, it's a Phoenix game. So, okay. Board Game Gallery is a collection of 10, count them, 10, of the best loved board games from around the world. And these games include Snakes and Ladders, Drafts, Chess, Dominoes, Backgammon. Now, I'm pretty sure that not many countries play backgammon, but Ludo, Battleship, and some of these games I've never heard of. Super Doms and Master Match. I don't know what the hell they are. Please, if someone knows what they are, please tell me. And last one's just called Catch Up. So, if anyone would pay full price for this back in the day, and to be honest, I have bought a couple of games like this for like the DS, because they help pass the time. They really can help you pass the time. For portable consoles, for something in your own room, seems like a... Well, it's on the level of Carol Vorman Sudoku, if you know what I mean. The last game, I let it last because it looks probably the best one out of the 4 to play, and I like the motif. £1.50 paid for USA Racer. Fuck you, America! I don't know why I find America so hilarious. I love the American spirit of like, yeah, everyone. It's like, yeah, America, great. Fuck everyone else. I love that spirit. But around the rest of the world, we just like, what the fuck's wrong with them? There's a lot of language to that episode. I'm sorry, there really is. Didn't mean to, but I need to emphasise how I feel. I'm sure it's a perfectly good racing game. I'm sure it actually holds up pretty now. But I only paid £1.50 for it, so it can't be that brilliant. Considering that the board game was worth 2.5 times it. Mathematics for the win, people. Cha-ching! You can tell already, by the way, I don't care today. I just do not care. So anyway, that is the episode this week. Well, you know, I tell a lie. We're trying to aim for 2 episodes a week now. That could be quite achievable if I can find other stuff to talk about CEX. I needed some research, to be honest. I needed another peripheral episode. There's a lot of things I need to do, but time is always against you. Just like time is the enemy. That and taxes, always the enemy. Anyway, that's today's episode. Please comment, like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll be honest, the last couple of episodes I really haven't been like going. I've been a bit low key. Like sometimes you enjoy talking about certain episodes, sometimes you don't. And the Lincoln one, I don't know why, I just felt meh. This time I feel a lot more actually back in the groove, kind of thing. I think that's because I was not in my own room, kind of thing. Mental challenges. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good day, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.